John, are you at where you want to be at this point in camp?
I don't know. I just think about each practice what we got to get accomplished, and I'm not really having any expectations or judging where we're at. It's are we getting better? Working on the things we need to work on, and is their attitude and effort good? So their attitude and effort's great. So that's one thing that is non-negotiable. So they're working really hard.
How do you feel about those two freshman middles after 1 week?
Told you, these guys they get after it. They are not freshmen. So there's not one day they've been here that I thought they were a freshman, and they're getting after it.
Did Becca have an advantage having been here in January, and has Maggie been able to close that, or can she close that?
Yes, Maggie can close it because Maggie's played more than anybody in the last indoor because of the USA deal. So she was gone for 3 weeks, whatever, playing. So she closed that gap there, and Becca, of course, has been here, for a year, since January. So that gives her an advantage as well. But yeah, Maggie, the USA thing really helped her.
What different skill sets do they each bring?
Well, our middle blockers have to do three things. They got to block, they got to hit, and then potentially sometimes they have to serve. Both those guys are great servers, and they communicate really well, and they block and hit. So that's the middle blocker world.
Lexi had a great freshman year, kind of hard to top something like that, but where do you feel like she could take a step forward as a sophomore this year?
She can start asserting herself as a leader. She's improved her serve, which we were, I was kidding her last year. She was still doing her high school JV serve, and those two areas, and then her out-of-system setting. And so those are the three areas we've really challenged her with.
Have you noticed that she's more assertive or outgoing on the court?
Yep.
Do you think that being captain of the national team this summer helped her with that experience?
No question. That's what opened the door for us. I mean, we've talked to her about being a leader here at some point, but that really facilitated and sped up that conversation. So and again, if you can get a libero leading out there, because who's out there the most? If you're running a 5-1, it's a setter, and then it's libero, and your outside hitter. So if you can have your libero be in a leadership, run the court a little bit, it really helps.
When you have a transfer like Caitlin who's coming from another Big Ten school, do you notice a difference compared to someone transferring from outside the conference?
No, not really. But you should ask her that. I mean, I've talked to her about the difference between what Penn State's doing right now and her 3 years there and what we're doing. It's pretty interesting. So it'd be a great conversation for you guys. Good sit down, get her primped up and talk to her. She's a very insightful student athlete. She's very quiet, but when you talk to her, she's got some really great insights, some observations. I'm like, whoa, she's just. And I'll have her sometimes. She debriefed the team the other day, and it was just like blew everybody away what she noticed. And sometimes the middles are off by themselves or whatever, so they're not, they're doing their own thing, and very, very insightful.
When you go 6-on-6, how much of the time has Kennedy been setting the top set?
We don't have a top 6 yet, so they all rotate. So we haven't got to that point yet. I couldn't tell you who our starting lineup would be today.
Is that something that you hope to maybe gain insight in from the scrimmage?
A little bit. Red-white will be a big test. Yeah. I wish we had a starting lineup right now, but I couldn't tell you who it is because one day I think we know it, and the next day it changes. So we're kind of letting them compete right now, and I talk about the competitive part of it, and it pays to be a winner. Can you win out here? And so that's one of our themes that we're talking about is, you got to win. It's not just going through practice and looking pretty. You got to win. So we're keeping score on a lot of drills. We're keeping track of it, and we talk about the importance of winning, and it pays to be a winner. Of course, they watch Top Gun, so that's one of the lines in there.
Was the format going to be the red-white scrimmage this weekend?
I have no idea yet. It's Monday. I'm trying to get past the ball to the target. That's what our format is right now.
John, you said you didn't have any expectations for camp so far. Do you have any expectations for the scrimmage?
Well, yeah, the one thing that I want them to, we're gonna kind of change course is, usually I talk to them about that's the most nervous Jordan Larson was, and other players have said, we're gonna work on how to mentally prepare themselves so they're not nervous. So it's gonna be a great opportunity. So I think that's one area that we want to use that as a teaching opportunity that I've been thinking about. So I'm going to approach it differently than we have in the past, where I'm always kidding them about how nervous they are, and the freshmen are going to pee on the floor, and we have to have extra towels out. And now it's going to be, we're going to mentally prepare how to go through there and perform and not worry about everything else going on.
The AVCA Top 25 comes out today. Does that set a bar, if wherever you guys are, do you guys even focus on
Means
anything like
nothing.
that?
Means nothing. So, Kaylin, we're not talking about you at all. Okay.
Any more questions for Coach? What are the coaches saying about Kennedy after practice when the coaches are up there talking?
She needs to get better like everybody else. Right now we're there's a lot of teaching going on, a lot of correcting in video. They work out in the summer, but now every point matters, every play matters, and they've got to just get better and better every play.
Why did you change how you're doing autographs with the red-white match?
I really don't know.
Fair enough.
I think football does a fan day. Is that? Yeah. So I think our marketing people I think they want to try to do something like that. We get it done during the day, and then there's a lot of people that complain they can't get tickets, so they don't get. If we don't sign, we used to sign after matches a couple. Well, we're eliminating that with there's security issues, COVID issues, all that stuff has just kind of changed how we do it. So we're going to try this and see how it goes, and I just hope we can get it finished in 2 hours. So.
Is it still a surprise to you that you're getting close to selling out a Scrimmage?
No. Nope. A lot of people can't get tickets, so this is their one chance. And and then the fan day, I think we're giving them posters, our posters are going to be really cool. So that'll be fun. So it's a great way to share stuff with people that aren't buying tickets, or can't come to matches and so on. So we're just trying to hit all of our fans. And I may wear my one of these press conferences. I'm going to wear my Krusty's Arthur Nebraska Co-op hat, just so representing the West.
How much Tech 9 you've been listening to lately?
Every morning I turn on one of his videos and watch it to get fired up for practice. We play the Red Kingdom once in a while, but it's definitely a theme for us. Anything else? All right, good seeing you guys.
Thanks, John.